a really great thing about this process was really how structured it was. So beginning in your first semester for about 3 to 4 weeks, all of the residency opportunities, those preceptors are going to come and give presentations to the entire cohort talking about just kind of their organization, what they're looking for in a resident, different projects that you could potentially be a part of, and really just trying to get their opportunity out there for you to learn about it and be able to ask questions as well. And then after all of those presentations are done, you have the ability to apply as many of those residencies as you want to. The number is really going to depend on the size of the cohort, and usually it's a multi-step interview process. So the first interview that you have, if there is a current resident there, it's usually with that resident, and it's a very informal interview. They're trying to get to know you a little bit more. You're able to ask more questions directly about what their experience looks like, different projects that they worked on, and being able to get a better feel for if that's something that you would be a good fit for. And then the second round interview is usually one-on-one with the preceptor, their team. You go on site, so you're able to kind of see where it is that you will be working, and really getting to know the preceptor a little bit more, and they're getting to know a little bit more about you. So it can be a little bit of an intimidating process, but I do think that it's a really great opportunity also to kind of get more practice when it comes to, it's really very much structured in kind of how job, career hunting is going to look like. And so really also getting to kind of dust off your interviewing skills, your resume writing, cover letter writing. How do you tailor that to the job that you're looking for? And so even if it's not a residency that you end up matching with, it's a really great opportunity to be able to practice that so that you are a little bit ahead of the game when you, after you graduate. Time management is something that you are definitely going to learn between school and starting a part-time job with the residency, but they really marry well together. What you're learning in the classroom setting, you're really going to be able to apply in your residency and vice versa. And so I think kind of having that lens and that perspective really does help with balancing the two. And then you're also going to have to communicate with your preceptor. They are all very knowledgeable and understand that, school comes first, school is a priority, and you still have to have the open communication with them though, of when are you going to have maybe heavier weeks when it comes to coursework, because second semester it is a little bit heavier than first semester is. You're doing a lot more group projects and presentations, and so that requires a lot of collaboration outside of the classroom as well. And so just being really open in communication with your preceptors, that's something that I found was very beneficial of trying to balance school and starting a full-time or a part-time job. And so, it's very doable, but you also have to understand where your limitations are as well. All of the classes that we have, they really build on top of one another. So what you learned in first semester, you're really going to build on in second semester. And a lot of those soft skills that you're learning in the classroom are also very beneficial in the residency. So working with Power BI or other Power apps, with Excel, those are things that I have brought with me into the residency. And then more on the hard skill side, just being able to listen in on different meetings of what our executives and leaders within the hospital talking about, and being able to relate that to different challenges that you're hearing about in the classroom setting. I think being able to adapt and network are some of the big things that I'm going to take away from the residency experience, on top of more of those harder skills that we're learning both in the classroom and the residency. And I don't really know what it is that I want to do after I graduate, and I think the big takeaway for me with this residency that I want to apply is that, being able to see where it is that I can see myself fitting into in certain jobs. And so I think really the networking opportunity is also really, really big benefit from this residency program, and that's something that I definitely will apply to, and being able to adapt to different environments, to be able to see how leaders respond to different things, and kind of be able to adapt my own leadership style to what it is that I'm seeing right now, especially because healthcare is such an ever-changing, adapting environment. It's something that you're going to have to adapt to as well.